Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 30 of Grim Dawn on the Xbox Series X. We are exactly where we were at the end of part 29. It's been a few days since I played it right enough, but we are exactly where we were. We have a few bits of feedback, people, from Moncalb and StarK23 that I just wanted to highlight. StarK23 was telling me that probably a better idea to put our healing move when I remapped my moves, because we did a bit of buying back our points and spending them in different places. I moved around my moves in my buttons, and he was suggesting that I don't use the Eye of Dreeg in X and use the healing move instead, because it's far more powerful and we'll be investing in it, whereas the Eye of Dreeg, we're actually getting that perk from a weapon, and because we're getting it from a weapon and we've not invested anything in it as a skill, it's really low damage and not really worth using that anyway. So we're probably going to swap that around, and our good friend Moncalb is feeding back some lovely advice as well, back on the devotions, Steve, I think you wanted to say there. Back on the devotions, basically saying that, well, I'll go and show you. He was talking about how the points work in the devotions, which I'd kind of got to grips with that, but it was nice to see the breakdown of what he was saying in our skills devotions. There's a couple of cool things in here. These points over here, the more you build these up, the more you can get to the more powerful and higher caliber devotions that you might want to invest in. And in order to get the points to unlock those, so if you've got 2 points, you can get a sort of level 2 version of that. Seems to be the way that it works. And you see those highlighting as we go over them as to which ones are affected. There's the green ones. So we did unlock a... It's interesting though that see, all of them are affected by blue at the top there. But anyway, in each of these things, complete constellation bonus, you'll see that there's a 3 and a 3 in the colours there. So if we were to complete that one, we'd get 3 blue points and 3 green points, which would unlock some of these green ones for us to spend some points in. So that's how the affinities seem to work, which is quite cool. Another very cool thing which was pointed out was that you can search for things in here. So if you're looking for things like, let's say, lightning resistance, or just lightning, let's just say lightning in general, and hit enter. Okay, that's not worked, and it's possibly because we've got a space at the end of lightning. No. Oh, because I've spelled lightning wrong, possibly. There you go. We just look for light instead. So there you can see everything with a lightning or light reference has gone up in red. So if you were looking for something like lightning resistance, well, that's lightning damage as it happens, that one. You could type in lightning resistance actually, and it should give you just the lightning resistance. Once lightning damage again, there's a lightning resistance of 15%. Well handy that is. And likewise, if we were to go into a poison, and then we should see a whole bunch of poison things get highlighted in red. And what's nice is it doesn't kind of filter out everything else, it just highlights the stuff in poison you might want to go for, which is quite cool. We have actually spent a few points in places where we might not want to complete the constellation, but that said, yeah, that's pets, but it also gives us 12% poison and acid resistance. So this might be another one we do, but basically the resistances are going to become well, they are very important already, and I want to try and get as many resistances up in here as I can, so that I'm not so reliant on the kit that we put on. And that one with the crane there, I mean, you're getting elemental resistance, bleeding resistance, reflect damage reductions, vitality resistance, poison and acid resistance. I mean, that crane one is well worth doing actually. It's well worth doing next as it happens. So that might be something that we invest in very soon, because these resistances are becoming really important. And I think also pointed out was that I think chaos and ether resistances are the ones that become the ones really that you want to get most of as you can. I think they become really important toward the end game. And again, we can look for ether. And there you go, your ether will pop up. Again, there might be damage or it might be resistance. That's resistance, that one. And that's 8% ether resistance, that one. And there you go, ether resistance 10%, along with some other stuff as well. So it's a really, really handy tool if you're searching out very specific things that you want to invest in. In fact, there's some ether up there, look. Which in fact, yeah, it seems to be a blue one. That seems to be one we can get now. Yeah, affinity requirement one blue. So if you hover over that one, affinity requirement's 1 purple. So we can't get that one yet. So there you go. So that's how that all works. So you need your infinity points in here in order to unlock whichever one you're trying to invest in down here. So it's fantastic. There's a lot more to this than we initially thought. And thank you, Moncalb, for clarifying a lot of that for us. Fantastic stuff, though. Anyway, shall we move on to some action, people? Right, we're not actually going to do anything in there at the moment. I don't think I'm going to take any of my devotion points back. I'm fairly happy with what I've spent my devotion points on. Something else that we need to keep an eye on is... it's going to be... I keep thinking the bounties are like, yeah, whatever. But there's actually some very cool stuff that these people have. And you can't get it until you get your reputation up higher in these other 2 tabs. So doing the bounties is going to become pretty handy. These augments particularly useful as well. For fight, they work much the way as the components do. You can assign them to weapons and stuff, but they seem to be a bit more uber. So there is some very cool stuff in these faction shops, and in order to get the good stuffs, you need to have built up your reputation, and you need to do it in the areas where Devil's Crossing is relevant. So the bounty tables don't become pointless just because you've moved on to a new area in the game, which is quite cool. So it gives you a reason to still fight in these areas. Along with the fact the bounty should be dead simple, because we should be very uber for the sort of quests they're giving us for this area. Now, I think in the last part we decided we were going to go and see old Briar to see if we could slay him, and he was in the shaded basin, I think. We are still playing with our uncapped frame rate, 60 FPS as best we can get it, hopefully. Let's get the action on. Off camera I cleared out my inventory because the stuff we picked up was from a lower area anyway. Right, so shaded basin is there. So it's Smuggler's Pass. Well, actually, Pine Barrens is probably the place to go. Let's do this. Let's try and clear some of these quests off, and let's start picking up bounties as well while we're on with it. Let's make a note that we went back to Pine Barrens. And we'll have to... Well, we've discovered the area, but... all the enemies should be back for a bit of fighting. Okay. How do you zoom out again, people? Yeah, it looks like we've got that stuff there. Hey, I was trying to think how we get to the... This is the annoying part with this game. It's like trying to find the damn... Like, Pine Barrens is fine. But actually trying to find where the shaded basin is on this map is like, what? Alright, let's just go. It seemed to be north of... Hang on a minute, let's just look at the map. So if that's north at the top, It seems to be south of where we are, doesn't it? So let's go the opposite of north. See where that takes us. That's how my map brain works, but mind you, this seems to be heading north nonetheless. We've also got our weapons upgraded in the last number of parts. I'll tell you what I didn't do, that I said I was going to do, was move that move to the X button. So we'll do that now as well. Reputation bonus for Homestead up. Skills, and yeah, here we go. So Starfella was telling us to shift our take Eye of Dreeg off of there and put the word of renewal on it. Yeah, that was on the D-pad, wasn't it? So what have I got on A at the moment? Oh, that's my Callistor, isn't it? Okay, I think we're good. There we go. So we can just activate our healing move by tapping X now. Getting good XP in this area actually, so I'm not that bothered about having to clear the areas out again. Yeah, I think I'd kind of decided I wasn't going to pick up stuff that wasn't relevant to my character now, didn't I? Holy shit. Something was hammering me there. Yeah, actually, I think it'd be nice if you had a button that said, just don't display that anymore because I don't want to pick it up, I suppose. I think it's going to become annoying if I just leave loads of green stuff lying around the world. We did get feedback as well on the last parts. I changed the volume and the feedback was that the volume was way better, so that's good to know as well. So we'll try and keep that thing as is, try to balance out the gunfire with the music and the master volume and all that malarkey. Yeah, we do seem to be going north again. Yeah, we're on Prospector's Trail. They did not like Word of Pain, people. They did not. See, really, we want to be heading this way. Stood in Greenshirs, I think. That's why my health was going down there. Random dude that just hadn't taken part in the fight whatsoever.
It's only the beginning.
Okay, we seem to be heading the opposite. I seem to be going back to where we came from, actually. I think our fire resistance is actually very low, and it used to be really high. Let's look at that as well. Oh, that's the Prospector's Trail Rift. Right, okay, where's that taking us to? Yeah, we've gone completely the opposite direction of where we wanted to go. Really, we want to go up here. So, is that right though? Well, that's north is behind us, according to the radial map. So in theory, we want to be up here. So we need to go down and under. God, I wish you could put waypoints on this thing. Okay, so we want to go south of this. Yeah, that's fine. So we want to go up here. I thought this is the way I went last time, but anyway. Soon find out if there's dead stuff. Yeah, there is dead stuff everywhere. See that? Yeah, because that suggests to me now I'm going north. That's not the way we wanted to go, is it? I think we wanted to go down. Doesn't tell you what north is on this map, though, does it? Jesus Christ, why is it so confusing? Right, okay, hang on. Give us a rewind. When Steve goes both selector. Let's just try going around these here parts here. Be a bit more useful if they'd put a bloody rift in each area, so I don't have to keep finding them. Okay, this is the opposite of north, defo. Well, that's the jagged waste. Remember this little bit here. Get some serious freezing action on these enemies, don't we? Right, I am. I tell you what, let's throw up a little portal so we can go and do this. Ah, jagged waste. Right, I've ended up over here. trying to get down to here. I think somehow it's probably going to have been better to go to Twin Falls, I think. I'm trying to come over a river here as well, aren't I? Maybe that's where I've gone wrong. Well, not really. Shaded Basin is there. Clocking up some XP as we go though, so that's nice. Fucking hell, it's a den of manticores around here.
Can't do that yet.
It's a barren wasteland out this place, isn't it? Jagged Waste, I guess, is the name. Electricity is immense, isn't it? It goes splatters right across the projectiles coming out of it, splattering right across multiple enemies, stunning them in place. So you got stun going on, you got freeze going on. He's a big fella. Oh, fuck me.
Can't do that yet.
He did. Crikey, he came after me a bit there, that fella. I'm finding myself using that healer move more frequently now it's on X, to be fair. Faux show in that fight, certainly. Can hear something running around. Oh, I've lost my bearings, people. I really have. Like this, it's so annoying. Like there's nothing on this map here to tell you what area you're highlighting or anything. I mean, we're almost back at Pine Barrens. It's not worked out particularly well, has it? Whole episode of just trying to find the shaded basin. Oh right, that's inside the place though, isn't it? Come on now. Yeah, that's the Barren Highlands. So we've come out into there. Yeah, see that? Has to be the closest one, surely. Yeah, I mean, looking at that map, that Pine Barrens one has to be the easiest way there. It should be a straight bloody walk from north to south, but can't fucking get to south, can we? South is literally right ahead of us there. So that would be there's a large lump up there that looks like it's not discovered. Yeah, so we most definitely have to go through there, according to that. Which definitely means coming down and looping round, which is what I tried to do last time and got seriously confused. Well, we've got some XP out of it, otherwise it'd be a bit of a waste of time, wouldn't it? Right, so this is where I thought we should have been going, and we need to get to there. That's the jagged waste. I think it's the rotated map that's probably thrown me off more than anything. Alright, here we go. Yay! Jesus Christ, there's a reason that I don't use maps and I use sat-nav, people. Oh, fuck me. Do it. Also, when you clear these areas out afresh, you do get the reputation bonuses again. Oh, hello. Down. Oathbreaker's Guard, Epic Shield, Arachna's Embrace, two-handed. Oh, epic two-handed ranged. Spider's Web, 100% chance when hit. Traps your foe in a sticky web. Requires level 45, which we're 3 away from. Raider Revolver of Ruthlessness, which is... not quite as good as what we've got on. Offhand is better. 34 to 55. It's interesting. It seems to be treating the base physical damage as a, mind you, 25% armor piercing. That was something else as well that's winding me up a bit. The granted skill on the guns I've got are Mark of Dreeg and Chilled Steel. Chilled Steel is a standard component with 3 cold damage, which is like I know I've got a lot of cold bonuses going on, but even still, it's probably hardly worth the talking about, really. But anyway, I'll have a think about that next time we're upgrading a gun. Which one's the... well, the offhand must be the one on the right, surely. Anyway, let's take them all. Have a look. Yeah, well, that, I'm assuming offhand must be left, so... It's the Glacial Steel Hand Cannon of Alacrity. Yeah. So 30. It's saying that 34 to 55 seems to be better than... I think it might be the armor piercing that's taking it up. 25% armor piercing as opposed to 21% armor piercing. And the 19 to 62 is replaced with 34 to 55. So your higher end is down on physical. However, it's got frostburn damage. Oh no, that's the one I've got on. It's got frost. Yeah, see, it's all the frostburn lightning on the other one though. 3 to 16 pierce damage. I've got to stick with what I've got. Fucking hell, that's a good chest piece as well. 459 physique required, and we've got 490. It's got plus 33% frostburn damage, plus 8% elemental damage. It's got no resistances on it though. Plus 27% cold damage. It's actually increasing a lot. A lot of the stuff that I'm tapping into, and it's got 390 armor as opposed to 271. Ether resistance, cold resistance, pierce resistance. They are actually quite good. It's the same armor, just better perks, really. Well, the ether is, I suppose. Ether, we've got 21% at the minute. That would take it up, well, double it pretty much. Well, another 15 on top. Take it to 36. We'd need to stick a ancient rare plate on it if we were going to change them though. Let's hang on to them for now. In fact, let's stick them in our... forgot to move my tabs around before. Let's stick them in the first tab. Anything that I want to look at later. That's got chaos resistance on them as well. Oh, the Arachnid's Embrace is a crossbow. Hey, it's not as good as what we're wearing, is it? That gun. Rifles are probably not worth it either. Alright, I think we'll leave the rest of it. Pierce resistance, vitality resistance, and elemental resistance. heavies though. I said I wasn't going to use heavies. Right, that'll do for now. Oh fuck, I've lost my bearings again. Well, we are entering... Yeah, down here is areas we've not been to, by the looks of it. So... And we're already in the shaded basin, so that's fine. Tell you what though, I might just throw a portal up just so we know we can come straight back. Just in cases. Hang on a minute, there's a blocked path down there I think. Well, one blocked. The rest of it not so much. Ah, that's Tyrant's Hold. I don't want to be in there. Ooh, that kicked off a bit. Pretty sure we must have been in that cave, surely. Forgotten Depths has definitely been discovered. Yes, this feels very familiar. Yeah, because old Bloodbrier is actually a quest, isn't he? So... Oh, it's the Jagged Waste. It's not bloody... Can you believe it? I mean, going all that way to find the shaded basin, and it's the Jagged Waste we're meant to be in. Steve, for God's sakes. I was already stood in the middle of the bloody Jagged Waste fighting earlier on. This is the Steve is Lost episode. Hey. Right, hang on a minute. Can we teleport straight to the Jagged Waste? I don't think we can, actually. I think we Pine Barrens is... we're back to Pine Barrens again. Shall we go back to the Jagged Waste then, people, shall we? Well, the Jagged Waste is west of where we are, according to that map, and we'll assume that the top is north. Yeah, so we want to go, well, in theory we want to go left. But as we can't, we need to go up and left. Seems to be what we want to do. Never eat shredded wheat. That's how we remember it, people. Can't believe I just did that. Where the hell did I get bloody shaded basin from? Just watch me now be incapable of getting back to the Jagged Waste. There we go. Well, at least we cleared some of it out earlier. So... Alright, you can actually hide them from the screen. Just realising as well. But anyway, a old Bloodbriar. Yeah, well it does say, look, slay old Bloodbriar at the shaded basin. But it's under the jagged waste. So I'm really confused now. Deathmark Kadris has tracked it as far as the shaded basin to the south of his camp in the Pine Barrens, but is unsure as to where its lair is. If you hunt down the beast, Kadris will see that his superiors are aware of your contributions and will throw a few coins into the mix. Slay old Brower at the shaded basin, which is why I was in the shaded basin. Fucking hell. But it's actually down as jagged waste. So I'm seriously confused, people. It is not the easiest of games to to move your way towards a quest at times. I mean, I'm all for self-discovery, but be clear as to where I'm meant to be going. In a general direction, even. And this map's winding me right up. It doesn't even tell you which of these areas is which. Fucking hell, people. Didn't know I could do that either. So, we can click on that. But that doesn't actually show us where we are, does it? It just shows you the map. Because we're in the jagged wastes, it doesn't actually tell us where we're stood standing. Yeah, so he said, see, yeah, I don't know why it's down. I think it's because the quest was given to us in the jagged wastes. But we have to go to the shaded basin to get the actual quest, fuck's sake. Well, at least we should be able to find it again. Yeah, because this dude's the one that will give us it, probably. Yeah. South of his camp. Here we go again, people. What an absolute clusterfuck this is, people. It's not going to plan at all, is it? No, I did the same as I did that first time we came in. It's this way we need to go. It's the episode to nowhere, people, this one. Well, maybe it's helping someone else that's got is directionally challenged find their way to to where it is we need to do this quest. I have no memory of this place. Right, that's Jagged Waste, and we want to be going there, as far as I remember. The Shady Basin. Will the real shaded basin please stand up? They fell into my trap. Yeah, well that was the cave that we were at before, I think. That's not to say that he's not in there. Because I think we established that pre-discovered areas can be hiding quests that you pick up. So I think we'll have to search everywhere again. Spiders. Holy shit. Oh Christ. This was a bit of a feckin' fecker as well to manage your way around there, weren't it, really? There's a bit of a down part to coming back to areas to do stuff though, is that you're not getting much in the way of XP. This area is not quite as bad, but certainly going back to Devil's Crossing we seem to be getting nothing from the enemies. I don't think the bar went up at all. The amount of XP was so tiny in the grand scheme of things. Holy fuck. Ooh, fucking hellfire. Fucking freaked me out, all those spiders dropping on top of me. It's like, oh, gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. Yeah, I've got a feeling that old Briar's not down in this here place. It seems to be the wrong kind of enemies down here. No, maybe not. It's not where we came in, is it? No, can't be. Two ways in, two ways out. Nice, I love that. Where are you at, old Briar? I think we're going to come back into a different area soon. Just me, or did we do a big circle? Yeah, that's Tyrant's Hold. Killed somebody. Creeping toward that level 43, people. Someone's raining the old fire down on me. It's a guy stuck in the rocks. Well, there was a cave up there. Is that not the one we were just in, though? Different entrance. Yeah. Come on, old Briar, where you at? Well, there's my portal that I threw up. I mean, even my portal doesn't show up on the map, which is... It'd be nice if it did on the radial map, so you knew you weren't circling around to the same place. This is what was going to take us to Tyrant's Hold, isn't it? Yeah, this is technically Tyrant's Hold we're going into now. We've not discovered yet. Well, that's shaded basin again, though. Nerlamnak. Yeah, so we're back at the big Tyrant's Hold section. We don't want to be here, people. Well, I mean, we do. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. I think there was a docks area as well, but... really frustrating me that I can't find this fecking old briar. So, that's the Forgotten Caves. So that big grey area down the bottom's Tyrant's Hold, that's got to be Pine... Yeah, so he's got to be in this area. He's got to be here. Although if it was Kadris that gave us it, he said south of their camp. If that is north at the top, then that's not right either, is it? Yeah, well that would suggest that that radial map's saying that north is to the right at the minute, which means that that would be south, yeah. So he's tracked it here. As far as the shaded basin to the south of his camp in Pine Barrens, yeah. But is unsure to where its lair is. So we're definitely in the right area. Just finding the bloody beggar. The thing is, the minute you say lair, you're thinking cave, aren't you? Well, I am. But there's only that one forgotten thingy there, and he wasn't in it. So in fact, Kadris and all that are a good marker point. Because no shaded basins this bit. There's our portal. Does it say what old briar is? Fearfully of an ancient thorned horror. Thorned horror. That guy's still stuck in the rocks. A dead end. Back at fecking Tyrant's Hold again. Try going down. That's Jagged Waste. There's not that. It's not that big an area. This shaded basin part. So I'm really struggling to see where the fecker would be. And that's one of the cave entrances again. I assume to the same place, must be. Yes. It's the only place that can house a lair is this place. Seems that we've fought everything over there. Definitely fought stuff over here. That was the shrine. Might have to Google this chap, you know. To be fair, there's a proper growling sound in this place, but nothing ever appears. Yeah, just back to the beginning again. So I would have put money on it being in that cave. I would have put money on it, people. Yes, I would. Jesus Christ, we've hit the hour mark. I think we might have to have a Google search on where old Briar is. Okay, so just had a little Google on it just to see if a wiki could tell me where he might be. It is a hidden entrance, actually. It does seem to suggest that there might be something up here, these parts. Although it seems to suggest there was multiple spawn points in the place. Well, it seemed to suggest there was something here. Could be an exit point, I suppose. It does look like a cave. Well, maybe not. Ah. Well, that is a cave entrance that is not on my mini-map. Bloodbriar's lair. There we go. Well, we do seem to have discovered this on the well over the hour mark. There's been an episode of wandering around aimlessly. Blackthorn seems to be seems to have there seems to be a lot of big badges in here, doesn't there? Flippin' heck fire. Definitely throwing up a portal in here. Defo, people. Nice. I do quite like the fact that something like that is hidden and you do have to find it to some degree. It does make it a little bit frustrating when you're recording something like this, because I mean I'll have had to cut I'll have to have cut something out of this for the amount of looking around that I've been doing. The frustration really was that just getting back to the shaded basin more than anything else. Level up and ride your pony. This is old Bloodbrier, by the way, and I've just realised.
I can't do that.
Oh fuck! I can't heal yet either. What's happening? He did. Whew. Inscribed braces. Ooh, only 170 though. That's just armour, right enough. Ranged expertise is what we've got on our current ones, isn't it? I think we've had the inscribed braces before now I think about it. Different perks maybe. Well, we got him, people. We did get him. Took me a while to get there, but we did find him and we did get him. Well, I hope that's helped somebody else find the damn place. Revolving rifle of spines. Yes, not as good as what we've got on. Well, it wasn't a very big place in the end, was it? It's a one-way out as well, I think. So if you really wanted to have a look around in here, probably not wise to click on this. We've got a portal in there, though. Ah, takes you back out to the Forgotten Depths. So we weren't that far away, were we? So it's a hidden, a hidden export into the Forgotten Depths. So you can't get back in from here. But yeah, okay. So I wasn't far off thinking it was around the Forgotten Depths or whatever. Well, there we are, folks. We gone found it in the end. We gone found it in the end. And do we need to go back to the guy, or is it just done? It's just done, isn't it? Oh no. Return to Deathmark Kadris at his camp in Pine Barrens. So if you want the location of that, just well, you can do what I did, which was Google it. Yeah, that's Pine Barrens there. Or you can just rewind this video and see where I was, people, when I found the entrance. There just seemed to be several ways into it that are all hidden. Right, Deathmark Kadris. You've returned a few new bruises, I might add. Old Bloodbrier is no more. Woo! 10,000 XP, holy shit! And we've got our upgrade, our level up to do, people. 1,500 iron, and plus 250 to the Black Legion reputation. Well done! The death of that horrid beast will go a long way towards restoring order in this region. My superiors will be pleased to hear this. You can be sure of it. Glad to help, sir. Well, as it happens, should we finish on a high and do our upgrade, people? I'll level up. Well, our physique is slowly heading towards 500, isn't it? That'll take us to 499. I'm conscious that the cunning is a little bit behind, but I feel like physique seems to be the one that pops up more often than not for our stuff. Although cunning is popping up from time to time. But we're getting a lot of perks from physique now on the Devotions. No, well, here's another thing as well that I'd forgotten about, by the way, that I was reminded of again, was that when you invest points in this, your cunning and physique are going up all the time. Like, if you look at the next level up on that, I'm going to get plus 103. Well, we've got plus 100 at the moment, and plus 160 on cunning. So every time I invested points in that, it was going up and up and up when we did our respec. So when I took all the points off to get this all the way up to 40, we were gaining that cunning and physique from this, not to mention health and energy at the same time. So it's been a massive boon to have put the points in this bar without any shadow of a doubt. I've locked that in now, haven't I? I was thinking about putting it in cunning, never mind. So we've got 3 points. We're going to max out our storm spread. And yeah, I think the only thing left now is to start ramping up the snow and the word of pain. Yeah, we did put a point down here, didn't we? And the old deadly aim as well. I was unsure of what the perk was in deadly aim. I think that's why it's sort of not tapped into again. So the chance of activating deadly aim is 100%. I mean, what? 5 second skill recharge. 5 second duration. Plus 20% to all damage, plus 3% crit damage, plus 4% offensive ability. So yeah, I'm really I'm unsure about what this is doing. Seems to be a perk for getting the chance of a critical damage hit up, but at the same time, I mean, that can't be right. Is that right? Plus 25% to all damage every time I fire my weapon. Can't be right, can it? But it's definitely something that's just there all the time. It's a passive by the looks of it, without any shadow of a doubt. So it might be worth... I mean, I might be ignoring that for all the wrong reasons, to be fair. If that's giving me plus 25% to all damage every time I shoot me guns, I mean, that's outrageous. But if it's only doing it when deadly aim activates... but deadly aim in itself is not an activated thing. It's just sort of there all the time. I feel like I should really start... I feel like I should get that up, you know. I do also feel like my biting cold is... I mean, if you compare the fact that Word of Agony's got 12 points in there now. So at the moment, what we're getting... We're not getting any of that perk for plus 25% blah. For an Inquisitor facing off against some of humanity's greatest foes, sometimes a single shot or a well-placed critical blow is all the opportunity they have, and the only one they need. Fuck it, I'm going to do that. That to me feels like I'm getting 25% on all damage without any shadow of a doubt. Goes up to plus 30% on the next one. We can always get the points back later, can't we, if we feel like we've spent them in the wrong place. I think I'm going to Uber that up, people. Straight off the bat, plus 25% to all me damage. Fucking hellfire. Right, well, there was a bit of a runaround in that episode, people, which is why I've extended it somewhat to get it finished off. But it's another one ticked off the list. We have lost armaments to figure out. Oh no, that was one that we need some serious. Is it chaos protection? It's the green one, I'm sure. Ether, sorry. We need some serious ether protection on that one. Clear out Guyver's Mill. Clear out Guyver's Mill at, yeah, 0 of 18. That might be one to do in the next part, just to clear another one off the list. A lumber of the region. Running low on building supplies, particularly... Yeah, it's not a bounty, it's a quest, that one. Yeah, if you clear out the lumber mill in Blood Grove, then the Black Legion can send guards to keep... Yeah, Blood Grove is where we need to be going then. Did we find that already? Yes, we did. So we can go straight to that if we want to. And crack on with that quest. I think we'll do that in the next part, people. Seems like a... Yeah, Blood Grove Rift. Seems like a reasonable option for the next part, people. Well, there you go. It was a little bit of a hunt, people. We got there in the end. Hopefully it's helped somebody find Old Briar. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Grim Dawn Definitive Edition on the Xbox Series X, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.